because I cannot get out. Otherwise, I lose everything I've been doing here for the. Just 1 second. Okay, no, okay, now I see it. Okay, let me see what his name. What is his name? No, I don't see him. Did he sign in, Cuthbert? Did he sign in? No, you have to sign up and then it gives you a sign in code. Once you sign up, it automatically emails you a code or you see it on the screen. And that's the code you use to connect. Okay, so when you sign up, did you sign up with your email and everything? It's yeah, it's very easy to sign up with your email, and then when you sign up, immediately it already gives you the code. Okay, and it will also email it to you. Okay, all right, thank you. Please, can you join us? We're really late. I cannot wait. The problem is no one is in there except I have all these people in there, but you're not in there. Yeah, but you should have done that earlier. I mean, that's we're starting. 15. But the problem is we need to join. I cannot do this alone, you know. I need. And what's the technician's name? Let me see if I find him. What is his name again? The technician. How do you spell the first name? B-O-N? Okay, he's in. Let me let him in. Okay, he's in. But yeah, Cuthbert, please make sure everyone is joining now. We're starting in 3 minutes. Okay, I see the room here now. I see him. Okay, let me talk to him. Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you turn your microphone on? Yeah, now I can hear you. Sivani,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. Okay, so now I see you guys. That's good. So we're about to start in about 1 minute, so we're really late. I have to let everyone in, and no, in 3 minutes. In 3 minutes.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, we're already live on eTurboNews and on Facebook and social media. We're live now.
Okay.
I'm going to let Alain in.
Can you see the room clear?
Yes, I can. I can see. Yeah, I can see you guys. Hi, Alain.
Hello, it's Christine. How are you?
I'm fine.
Hi.
Thank you very much.
Good, good. From
Alain, can you hear me? Alain, your microphone is off. You're muted, Alain. No, you just unmuted yourself, but you're muted. You're muted. Alain, can you unmute yourself, please? Now you're unmuted.
There you go.
Now I can hear you, and we're already live on eTurboNews, and we're live on social media.
Oh,
And
okay.
so
Super.
we're letting everyone in an hour and a half. I don't think Cuthbert people are quite ready yet, but we're connected to the room in Eswatini.
Is the minister there or not yet?
I don't see him. You should see the room. Let me put the room on here so you can see it. This is the room.
Minister.
Okay. Yeah, so that's what we have so far. But we have a lot of people in the waiting room, so I need to let them in a minute and a half now. And we're live already broadcasting now.
Jürgen, I'll drop you a line later about what you messaged me earlier.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe sometimes we can talk, even by Monday is fine, because there's a lot going on with this. It's all good.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so guys, I have to let people in. We're starting in 10 seconds. I'm going to let people in now. Hello, everybody.
saw Blaze, this is one of the great minds of BattleBots. He's always planning and tweaking.
Okay, everybody, we're getting ready in
Blaze is planning to
Eswatini. You see our friends in Eswatini getting ready. A little bit late. We had some technical delays, but it's always off. We're just probably going to start about 2-3 minutes late. Okay, hello Eswatini, are you ready?
Hi, good. Hello.
Hi, it's Eswatini. Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
Okay, we're live everywhere now, and we have people watching us now.
A good day, Mr. Yagan. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, thank you very much. How's everything in Tanzania?
No, South Africa. Ambassador Levi here. Everything's fine.
Okay, I thought you were in Tanzania. Okay, no problem. It's
Pleasure, no problem, sir.
Okay, very good. Okay. But we're all okay, so I don't see I see the table. I think the table is sitting there. Oh, I see. Okay, you're in the back a little bit. Okay. Do we have the minister there? I cannot see. Okay, then we can start. I'll wait till he comes and then we can start. Okay. Okay. Hello, everybody watching us live and on eTurboNews and Livestream. We're getting ready to start. Give us another 2-3 minutes. We're waiting for the Honorable Minister in Eswatini to arrive.
Oh, JT. Hi, JT.
Oh, hi.
Apolinaria. Oh, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm fine.
Strategic partner holding 51% of the airline. We will be asking Minister Praveen.
Hi, Thomas.
How are you?
Jeffrey, thanks for joining.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure. You are my leader.
The conditions are very important. The National Union of Metal Workers of South Africa slammed the department.
Okay, guys, we're getting ready. As soon as we get the green hand from, I see the Honorable Minister coming in. This is good.
I'm just going to respond.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, almost go play it.
Kimle call garyo?
होइन उनीदेखि त नि त दिदी बब्लु हियर भनेर
ए।
ओके मुटु भने यु रिच होम यो होम भनेर त अलमोस्ट रहेछ पछि देखाएन त
Okay. Okay, everybody in Eswatini, are you ready?
Professor Maya, Professor Maya. Kena perempuan kena buat jadi bodoh kita.
Hello, Eswatini, can you hear me?
She apologized.
No, I think she wanted to explain.
We can hear you
Eswatini,
loud
can
and
you hear
clear.
me?
Yes, we can. We can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, are you ready to start?
Setiap suami pemilu keluarga dan harus dihormati. Tapi
Okay,
awas,
I see a lot of
on and
background.
out there akan
Okay, I'm going to turn the background noise off. Give me 1 minute.
takut agak empati. Ini cakap pasal kelemahan orang lain.
Okay, we have other speaker.
Because
Dr.
Mohaya
Wanda.
was trying to say that women should.
Can you
I think to the professor
Taleb
too.
is trying to come in. Taleb Rifai. And he may have some technical issues. I think we can probably. Okay, everybody. And I'm joining you from Honolulu, Hawaii, and we're celebrating Africa. So we're trying to get the whole world together here today. I see people from Indonesia, from Europe, from Montenegro, and from Nepal. Everyone is joining us, so we're all excited. We're just waiting for the green light from our friends in Eswatini, and we can start. And then once we start, I'm going to mute everybody who's live. And so this way we don't have the background noise, and we're going to unmute then, or those that are speaking can unmute themselves. And I'm going to leave also the microphone on, I think, in the room in Eswatini. For everyone who is joining us on Livestream and eTurboNews, if you still wanted to join us directly, you can do this. Simply go to worldtourismevents.com, worldtourismevents.com, or you can go to africantourismboard.com. Right on the homepage, you see a red button, what gives you the information how to connect to the Zoom event. So Eswatini, if you're ready, please let me know, and we will mute everyone else.
Good morning, Yuan. It's a pleasure to welcome you all. We are ready in Eswatini. Thank you.
Okay, can you hear me?
We can hear you very, very well.
Okay, perfect. Let me unmute everyone, Honorable Minister, because then we can probably. I will also mute you, so you need to unmute yourself. I cannot exclude you from there. So once we're unmuted, please unmute yourself again, okay? Okay, so everyone now should be muted. So let me just start real quick officially. We're now live on eTurboNews, on livestream.travel, Travel Wire News, Hawaii News Online, and on many of our other publications I don't immediately see. But I wanted to welcome everybody from our side of the world and give the lead very soon to Africa. We're going to go actually to Eswatini. For those of you that don't know where Eswatini is, it's formerly known as Swaziland. It's in the southern part of Africa, and it's one of the most friendliest and most beautiful places in Africa to visit. And it's going to be the new home, actually, for the African Tourism Board. So we will hear a lot about this and a lot more. And I will try to moderate this from here because it is a little bit difficult to do it over 3 corners. So bear with us. It's the kind of a test for all of us. But we're joined now by our friends in Eswatini from the in the Hilton Garden Inn, in the capital city of Eswatini, Mabane, and I probably pronounced this a little bit wrong. And thanks to the Hilton Garden Inn, we actually have a venue. So Hilton, I'm a gold member with Hilton, so when I get to Eswatini, I know where to stay. So without further delay, I wanted to give the lead to Eswatini. I see 6 people in the room. I see the Honorable Minister. I see Cuthbert Nikubi, and I think I see Linda also. But Cuthbert, why don't you take the lead here and introduce your people? I think we're going to start with some music, right? We cannot hear you. You need to speak up, please.
Yeah, I think we have our local artist here who will actually give us a test of what rich culture of Swatini offers to our global community. So let's give him an opportunity to display the talents at home.
Perfect. If it's possible, to the tech guy in Eswatini, if you can turn the microphone up a little bit louder. It is a little bit difficult, I think, for everyone to hear you from there. Or maybe if you have a microphone, you can pass it along.
Thank you. My name is Polota. I'm a local musician. And so we're going to sing the prayer song. Thank you, Mukulego. Thank you very much.
Okay, we're ready for the music.
Baby Africa, okay. Africa, okay. Letting the number, spoken nato, Africa, Mr. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Would it be possible for Eswatini to maybe make the audio a little bit louder? It is a little bit difficult to understand, or maybe when you speak, take your individual microphone so we can hear you better, because we cannot really make out very well. We heard the beautiful music, that was fine, but I think when we speaking, it might be a challenge actually. I think the microphone, Cuthbert, off your microphone. It's not really loud. I think your microphone is disconnected.
Okay, are you okay now?
Yeah.
That's the loudest we can go.
Okay.
We're okay.
Oh,
We can hear you
so much.
clearly.
Hey, Cuthbert, can you hear us?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Wonderful. I think we can move on. We got the microphone problem resolved. I apologize to everyone. You know, this is a real test for all of us. We've never had a live conference between people in 5 continents and in Eswatini. So this is really fun and it's really exciting. I think next we're waiting for a welcome message by the general manager, I believe, for the Hilton Garden Inn. And I think we all wanted to thank the Hilton Garden Inn in Eswatini, in Mbambane, in the capital, for hosting our event. It's so important. And we really wanted to say thank you for making this possible.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone, and a very warm welcome to the Kingdom of Eswatini. Yes, we are indeed live at the Hilton Garden Inn, the beautiful capital city of Eswatini in Mbambane. My name is Christine Ndlovu. I am General Manager of the Hilton Garden Inn Hotel, and it's a privilege and an honor to be part of this exciting event this morning, Africa Tourism Board. We're indeed honored as a Kingdom of Eswatini to be part of showcasing the Africa taste in the world. And we are looking forward to the rest of the program this morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And if I understand it correctly, we're now going to show a clip. And this is actually opens the door a little bit about the welcome our chairman, who you see here, Cuthbert Nkubi, received in Eswatini on his visit. And quite amazing. And I know Cuthbert has a great time. Let's see if we can show a little bit of these clips here. I'm going to share my screen and see if we can get this accomplished. Okay, we're ready to go. Okay, so this was just a small taste of the many clips I received from Cuthbert from his stay in Eswatini so far. And Cuthbert, I think the the first speaker we're trying to get is Dr. Talib. Let me see if I can find him. And Talib really doesn't need
I'm here.
an introduction.
I'm here.
Yes, doctor. Hi, doctor. Hi.
Hi,
Okay.
how are you?
Fine.
Okay, just one, if you can please mute yourself who's not speaking, so we get, okay, perfect. Talib Rifa has been instrumental of the African Tourism Board since the very beginning. He's the patron of the organization, and of course, all of you know him as the former Secretary General for the UNWTO, and he was also the gentleman who worked with Walter Memzebi, who we're here from later from Zimbabwe on the General Assembly back about 7 years ago in Zimbabwe and Zambia. Talib, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Jürgen. This is a very special day for all of us, especially for me. Eswatini proves that small can not only be beautiful, small can be powerful also. The Kingdom of Swatini is very dear to us. It represents the essence of Africa. Everything you think of Africa is represented in Swatini. Dear Minister, thank you so much for all your kindness. Cuthbert, you're doing a great job. I wish I was there with you. I'm now in Turkey, in Bodrum, Turkey. I'm not in Amman, Jordan, where I usually am. I'm here attending a meeting, a hybrid meeting, and we're talking about Africa. We have many ministers from Africa here, from Guinea, from Gabon, from Niger, from Chad. So they are all excited about the news that we are moving to Eswatini. Eswatini is a perfect place for us. I'm looking forward to see each other there. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Minister, particularly. And my best regards to the Kingdom of Swatini, from the Kingdom of Jordan, from one small kingdom to another small kingdom. Thank you so much. It's a very special day for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Talib, for being there, like you always been, not only at the African Tourism Board event I was involved in. And trying to find Walter Memzebi. He was with us, but I think maybe we lost him temporarily. So if it's okay, let's go to Professor Jeffrey Lipman in Brussels, who's joining us. And Jeffrey—
Walter is with us. Walter is with us.
Yes, is he? We will also have him on the agenda, see if he's in.
He's in.
He's in, okay.
Yes, I'm in.
Oh, Walter is back. Okay, wonderful. So let's give it to Walter first. But Walter, I cannot, for some reason, are you under a different name?
Amanda Barbara.
Oh, Barbara Hernandez?
Yes, Amanda Barbara.
Okay, I would have never thought
The real boss in his house.
That's
Real
fine.
boss.
She's ruling the roost here.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Eugen, for moderating this session. First, let me recognize our excellent host, Minister Vilakati, and the Eswatini tourism team for putting it together, but even more importantly, for the excellent hostessship of our chairperson, Cuthbert Ngube, and all that ATB represents. I want to acknowledge also the Hilton Hotel as the host of this session, a very, very, very important session, the launching or relaunching of ATB in the Kingdom of Eswatini. I think we couldn't have found a better home, and we couldn't have found a better host than represented through the enthusiasm and excellent hostessship of Minister Vilakati, whom we all know has been a very consistent and faithful member of the African Tourism Board. And clearly the African Tourism Board couldn't have found a more indigenous home than the Kingdom of Eswatini. So I want to congratulate Minister Vilakati and his team, Linda there at Eswatini Tourism, and the team that you lead from the Kingdom in providing African Tourism Board its new home. I can assure you that this is a decision that you will forever celebrate as part of your legacy, Minister Vilakati, and will support you absolutely to make sure that this brand ATB flies and flies majestically from your kingdom, from the Kingdom. I don't think we are set to fail, we are set to win. I say so out of experience because the team that is behind the ATB as a brand is a team that has acquitted itself in global tourism here with the patronage of Taleb Rifai, who led myself and Alan, I think during our term or tenure of a decade, to where we left tourism in 2017, 2018, at its all-time high in terms of performance. And when I see the same team assembled under the ATB brand, I have nothing but absolute confidence that this brand is going to fly. It's going to fly on the back of also the enthusiasm of our chairperson, Cuthbert, who selflessly has rendered all his time to make sure that this dream does not die. I'm in a committee that has been charged with building all the pillars of good corporate governance around the ATB. And I can assure you that we'll offload all that work, or the output of our work, led by the lady Zine Kukwana. She will be sharing all the work that we've been working on with regards to making sure that the future ATB going forward is one built on good corporate governance. And Chairman Kukwana will be talking to the host and also to our chairperson Cuthbert with regards to the output of that exercise which we are assigned. And I'm very happy to associate with the Kingdom, and secondly, ATB in its new home. Well done and excellent work from and on behalf of ATB by our chairperson Cuthbert Ngwe. Thank you, Minister Vilakati and your team. God bless.
Thank you very much, Walter. Well said. And let's go to Brussels and hear from Professor Jeffrey Lippman. Jeffrey, you need to unmute yourself, please.
Hi, Thomas.
Now we hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, thanks very much for including me in this. I think I was also there for the original launch of the ATB, and I want to congratulate Cuthbert on the direction that he's taking it in, and also Eswatini for being willing to be a host. I don't want to lose this opportunity just by saying nice words. I think many of you know, in this later stage of my life, I've become obsessed with the impact of climate change. I think we've all seen that COVID is hitting Africa and African countries worse than anybody else. And I can say very clearly that climate change is going to be much, much, much worse than COVID. And we have to start working together now. And we have to make sure that Africa gets the support that it needs from the international community. Before joining this call, I took a look at Eswatini's NDC. It's the National Determined Contribution of Emission Reductions that any individual country is filing. And it simply says that it's facing severe climate change impacts with variable precipitation patterns, droughts, desertification, higher temperature, and increased storm intensities. Now, I want to say that is similar for many, many, many African countries. So I want to put this firmly on the center of your agenda. I know it's not typical for a tourism board group to want to be looking at something as dramatic, as existential as climate change. But if you don't start preparing now and positioning your tourism for a crisis situation and seeking the support of the broader international community, the World Bank, the European Union, now thankfully the United States, you're going to find yourself at the bottom of the pile again. So I'll conclude my remarks by saying this is a happy occasion, but it's not an occasion for happiness, because this issue is an issue that will mean life or death for our grandchildren. And we have to start reducing emissions. We have to start adopting a clean energy mentality. And it has to become a serious issue for travel and tourism companies. Yes, we need to promote Africa. Yes, we need to conserve Africa's unique selling point of the wildlife. Africa needs to be able to deliver on this for the international tourism community. But the time to start is now by taking a very strong climate position. And at Sunex Malta, which we've created as a legacy to my old friend Maurice Strong, we are here to help you. We're here to work with the ATB. We have an African project which is focused on the big rainforest in the DRC and the response to the Goma situation. So I'm happy to be here on this occasion, but I would like us also to think about some serious action in ATB, because as the Bible said, the Philistines are upon us.
Thank you very
Thank
much. And you're the most consistent person I know in the world when it comes to climate change. And yes, everyone should listen to you. Now we're going to my good friend Alain Sankanj. He was the Minister of Tourism for the Seychelles, and he is the president of the African Tourism Board, also has been there from the very beginning, and he's joining us from the Seychelles. Welcome, Alain. Please unmute yourself.
Thank you very much, Jorgen. And good afternoon, everyone, wherever you are in each part of the world, especially those coming from Greater Africa. Today is a great day. It's a great day, and we need to pat ourselves on the back to say that we have moved forward. Move forward with a call for Africa, and a call to relaunch tourism of Africa. Alone, no country will do it. Today, more than ever before, we need to be together as one. We need to be looking at it with a new eye in this new normal. As COVID is being looked at and hopefully finding the light at the end of the tunnel, Africa must now wake up. Professor Jeffrey Lippman just spoke about looking at the about our environment, as we look at the seas around us, as we protect what we have in wildlife, as we go against the poaching that continues to deplete the wildlife of Africa, we need to say all that is tourism. Tourism is what we have, and we need to work together to save it. I need to salute Dr. Taleb Rifai and our chairperson, Cuthbert. We need everyone to be together as we now move to the Kingdom of Eswatini, a country I love and have visited. And we need to rally to say to the world, Africa, the 54 states have rallied together through its tourism boards to make one tourism board for Africa and for us to continue, as Minister Walter Mzembe said, continue as one for the just cause of our tourism industry. Let us be happy today that Eswatini has been chosen as the host country. Let us thank Hilton Hotels and make it a point to single Hilton Hotels out when we issue the memorandum or the press releases after this event. We need more countries and hotels to come together and to understand the call we are all making for Africa and its tourism industry. Well done, everyone. Thank you, Jorgen, for being the host, sitting in Hawaii. It is not easy to coordinate everybody together, but if we keep on doing it with the goodwill that we all have for our motherland, Africa, we will all succeed. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your nice words. And before now, I lost. There we go. So before we go and give the lead to our friends in Eswatini and Cuthbert, I wanted to say just a few words from my end here in Honolulu, and I wanted to thank specifically Eswatini for taking a new lead in a new direction for the African Tourism Board during the worst crisis this world has seen when it comes to tourism. So there is a new beginning, there is hope, and there's going to be a future. I also wanted to reflect a little bit on the past of our organization. As you know, the African Tourism Board, and this was where the Hawaii connection comes in, was actually an idea we had here at my company at eTurboNews and myself, because we had a domain name, africantourismboard.com, back in 2018. And with the UNWTO and many organizations, I thought, taking Africa more in a second look, I thought, how great would it be to African Tourism Board? So we got all our friends together in Africa, and many of you are here. This was Taleb, Alain, and the READ exhibition, and we had an event in London where everyone came together. We didn't know what the outcome out of this event would have been, but the outcome was to look seriously in starting an African Tourism Board. What we then did a year later in 2019 at the World Travel Market in Cape Town. And this was when I think all of us, many of us had lunch who were speaking here. Alain was there. I know the Honorable Minister from Eswatini was there. Linda was there. Cuthbert was there. And we all sat down, had a wonderful lunch at the Western Hotel and discussed how this African Tourism Board gets set up. So that's why I'm so happy now that African Tourism Board actually found its home. It always had, because Eswatini was involved from the very beginning. My part also, many people ask me, what is your part in the African Tourism Board? Obviously, I'm not African, but I love Africa, otherwise I wouldn't do all of this. But my perspective is really from a global sense. And with the start of the World Tourism Network and the partnership we can internally expand on between the African Tourism Board and the World Tourism Network. I think there's a wonderful opportunity to put Africa in the forefront of tourism in the world. And I see many of our friends from World Tourism Network joining us here. I see from Montenegro, I see Deepak, who has been also involved in Project Hope of African Tourism Board in Nepal. Too many people to give them but many of us are joining here, and I wanted to thank everyone. Now, having all said this, I wanted to address of the event moderation maybe to Eswatini, because he's sitting all in one room, and Cuthbert is there, and he has a good sense of leading this. And I think our next speaker, and of course, is the Honorable Minister of Tourism from Eswatini, Moses Vilakati. And I have to say, the Honorable Minister is one of the most accessible tourism ministers I know. Every time you have a question, every time you contact him, he responds immediately. And I think this is the type of leadership we really need. So Cuthbert, the floor is yours, and you can maybe take it from here.
Thank you so much, again. We really appreciate talking to you all the way from the beautiful kingdom of Eswatini. I just want to give an appreciation as well to the executive of the African Tourism Board. I see Dr. Taleb there, getting stronger each and every day. We are so excited. You motivate us. That's what we need. Your passion, especially within the tourism sector. Professor Lippman, yes, unchanging man. So passionate when it comes to climate change, which is one of the scourges that has been ignored by most big brothers within the global space. We need to make noise and make sure that we really change the status quo. And I have actually been bothered when I look at cars that are being shipped to Africa from Asia, from United States, vehicles that have reached their lifespan being dumped in Africa. That needs to change. We need a voice that will stand up on behalf of this lovely continent. We have always advocated that you cannot shift one problem to the backdrop of your house, because ultimately it will cause a lot of chaos. We really appreciate to be associated with you. Prof, continue to do the good work. And our president, Alain Santen, thank you so much. We really appreciate. Now is the time where we need really to fold our sleeves, get our hands dirty, as we are actually pushing for advancement within the tourism sector as one of the resilient sector and one of the sectors that stands as a backbone of our economies in Africa. And Dr. Zembi, thank you so much, my leader. Let's continue. Let's start working. We have noted your efforts. We have noted your endeavors and your participation as well to make sure that we get things moving. And to all our audiences who have joined us across the globe in celebrating this mammoth task where our Honorable Minister, Vilakati Eswatini, is swung open wide doors of Eswatini to come to usher us and receive us in a very special way. And the fact that being part of this great organization. Honorable Minister of Tourism, Ubaba Vilakati, in our midst, it's really an honor to be sitting next to you. And also our chairperson of the Cultural Carnival, Ubaba Usandile, It's an honor once again, Baba. I know we had a meeting yesterday where we emphasized that, look, it's good to have these dialogues, but what we need is to see tangible. Let's get things moving. And our CEO of the Eswatini Tourism Authority, Miss Linda Numano, we really appreciate all your efforts and what you're doing. And our general manager from the Hilton Group, we really want to appreciate. And I highlighted to you that our relationship should transcend beyond us coming in and booking in your hotel. We want to see a strategic relationship between African Tourism Board and the Hilton Group, so that globally we will actually be able to utilize your facilities. And we do have staff as well from this hotel who have taken care of me from day one when I arrived in Swatini. We really appreciate. Unfortunately, I'm a vegetarian, Mom. So I have problems, especially I only ate dinner once because all you catered for those guys who eat meat. So next time, let's have a special diet to those who are vegetarians. And we also have staff from the minister's office. We really appreciate your hospitality, and the members of the media as well. We want to thank you so much. We have always said, as African Tourism Board, our task is to reshape tourism. Our task is to rebrand our lovely continent. So the media plays a very pivotal role. A few weeks ago, as we were inaugurating the non-alcoholic wine tourism, we emphasized the need of positively reporting good news. Let's demonstrate that Africa, yes, there is no country or no continent in that case that does not have its challenges. But we have seen most of the headlines. We omit the good things. We need to tell the world that Africa, here we are standing together, and it is time for us to reshape ourselves. We really appreciate, colleagues, we all agree that the tourism sector is an essential pillar in our agenda for sustainable development in Africa, in our member states, and a driver as well in accelerating and achieving our economical goals. Our Honorable Minister Vilakati, he mentioned a few days ago on the strategies that are being implemented, put in place with African Tourism Board in preparation for the great program that lies ahead of us. And that's the Carnival Festival that we are actually will be running here at Eswatini. And we're really looking forward to work hand in hand with this great nation, and also recognizing our monarch in his absentia, His Majesty the King, who has actually done a lot of work within the tourism sector, who have actually made it possible for us to be sitting and standing here in this beautiful country. Colleagues, I want to invite you as we are preparing for this great convergence of African nations, demonstrating our diverse cultures, demonstrating the beauties we have, because we are saying it is time to break the barriers that separate us as nations. Honorable Minister, we want to address issues of connectivity. We want to address issues that are very critical, as I indicated to the General Manager, that now that we are in this situation, we need to be positively looking for better strategies on how do we navigate around the pandemic that is in front of us, but without really putting aside the domestic tourism, which is an essential pillar for each and every nation. I pray that policies should actually be softened so that our communities, we train them, let them enjoy what God has given them. A few days ago, the minister was actually unveiling the Limpopo Biosphere Reserve, where you indicated that it is time to go back to basics, where human beings and nature coexist, where we need to appreciate our trees, where we need to appreciate our plants. I am saying tourism is the only vehicle that brings people together. Tourism, it touches every sphere of our existence. So our presence at Eswatini, as I indicated in my press release, that the team you see now, these are the driving force who will make things happen. And it must start at home. I believe that charity should start at home. So it will start here at Eswatini, and then we'll spread it across all the member states. Thank you so much again for the good work you are doing. We really appreciate. Let us lift the flag proudly of Africa and tell the world that we are proudly Africans, and we will do our utmost best to make sure that we reshape, we rewrite our narrative so that we tell the world that Africa is the best place to be, especially after this long break of COVID-19. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cuthbert. We now hear from the Honorable, I didn't mean to interrupt, I'm sorry. I just wanted, go ahead. I wanted to just say real quick, we have Hisham Zazu, he was on the speaker list joining us a little bit late. So I don't know whether we should take him before the Honorable Minister from Eswatini or after that.
Yeah, I think you can take him in, and when the Honorable Minister has spoken, we will actually be closing the meeting. So you can invite him to participate before the Minister.
If that is okay, Mr. Hisham Zazu, he was the Honorable Minister for Egypt, and I'm very happy actually he's joining us from Egypt. So if you can please, we have him right here. Welcome. I think you have to, you're unmuted. Go ahead, Hisham. Go ahead, the floor is yours, Hisham Zazu. Can you hear us? I don't think he can, your microphone is not connected, I believe. Hisham, can you try to turn your microphone on? I think we have some technical issues. Okay. Okay, I think we now lost Eswatini. We didn't.
No, we are fine. We are following you.
So I think we have some issues with Egypt. So why don't we just go ahead in the program, if that's okay. So if,
I think it's okay, you, and let's proceed. We will be able to feature him after I've said a few words.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. And you're the star of the night. Go ahead.
Not sure about that one. Chairman of the ATP board, Mr. Ngube, My friend Johan from Hawaii, who has always been a pillar of strength at ATB, Dr. Taleb Rafai, our patron, Dr. Walter Mzembi, Professor Godfrey Lim, Allian St. Ange, our president, CEO of the Eswatini Tourism Board, Eswatini Tourism Parastatal, the GM of our lovely hotel, Hilton Hotel. Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the African Tourism Board participants and the world. On behalf of His Majesty's government, it is really an honor, and we feel humbled and excited to be the headquarters and host of the African Tourism Board. We are also proud that the African Tourism Board has now been incorporated. It now has a certificate in Eswatini to officially be recognized and work formally. I recall very, very well that when African Tourism Board was formed, little did we know that it will empower the whole of Africa and the world on the tourism promotion. We are all aware, and some might not be aware, that the vision of the African Tourism Board is to make Africa to be a destination of choice from all over the world by tourists. And this has been done through a number of initiatives. And I'm proud that Eswatini has also been part of this journey. But more importantly, it has been the African Tourism Board Chair, Mr. Ngube, who has worked tirelessly to ensure that even if we're tired, we meet and we discuss how to promote tourism. Unfortunately, last year, the COVID-19 pandemic affected Africa, affected the whole world, as well as tourists could not travel from one place to the next. And right now we're grappling with the vaccines to ensure that we can have herd immunity. As Eswatini, we have already vaccinated 3% of our population, but this is a long way because we need to get to 70% so that we can have herd immunity. Within a few weeks, we'll be getting another 1.4%, and thereafter, we think we should be able to roll it out to all the citizens of this country. One thing that we've noticed is that tourism is resilient, and I'm assured and have been assured that we'll recover soon to enjoy what we like best. Unfortunately, the scores and the sores that we're faced are very, very difficult even to imagine. A number of tourist hospitality centers have closed. A number of people lost jobs through retrenchment. But through ATB, we know that when we pass this pandemic, we will be able to be stronger again and ensure that we can meet our brothers and sisters, our friends in Africa and all over the world. For me, one of the things that I've realized from a tourism perspective is that if we garner all the support that we need, tourism can become a pillar of economic growth, not only in Africa, but throughout the world. It has the potential to employ a large number of people and ensure that the economic recoveries of our country is immediately undertaken. As a Eswatini, we are proud and we warmly welcome tourists to this country. And we hope after the pandemic,
people can flock in to ensure that they can enjoy what the country has to offer. We are still proud as a country that our culture is at the forefront of what we do. We have an undiluted culture which spans over 400 years. And added to that, we've got our mountain sceneries, which once you reach this country, you want to make sure that you reach the top. But also, we have our big five, which you can reach within a day. These are some of the things that you can enjoy if you visit Eswatini. Once again, would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to the African Tourism Board and the various strategic partners for the platform who have forwarded to Eswatini to ensure that we can set up shop in this beautiful country. We are excited to partner with the African Tourism Board, and we look forward to very fruitful relationships that will continue to culminate in numerous tourism spin-offs, which will benefit Eswatini, benefit Africa, and benefit the world. Once again, thank you very much. It is now my honor and privilege, once again, we launch tourism board here in Eswatini, and we hope that we'll flourish as a country, we'll flourish as Africa, flourish as the whole world, as people start streaming, visiting our various countries. At this point in time, I take this opportunity to hand over the certificate of incorporation to the African Tourism Board Chair, Mr. Cuthbert Ngube. Once again, thank you very much for such a wonderful day, and we hope that we'll really spread our wings throughout Africa and the world over. Thank you, Johan.
Thank you very much, and I think we have some final closing remarks from one of the most important person in tourism in Eswatini, what is Linda Nixtumalo, who was also there from the very beginning, and she's the CEO of the Eswatini Tourism Board, I understand. After her closing remarks, we're going to officially end ceremony, but we're going to keep the floor open for comments or anyone else who wanted to say something from the audience. We have a lot of comments here on the chat box, not really a question and answer. If anyone wanted to add something or say it, we give the opportunity. But let's give a microphone for Linda's closing remarks.
Thank you, Jürgen and Program Director, for this very auspicious event. I just want to also thank the Honorable Minister for Tourism and Environmental Affairs. I will say all protocol observed in the interest of time. Mine is really to thank the African Tourism Board for choosing Destination Eswatini as their new home. And the Kingdom of Eswatini, the Minister has welcomed you. Do feel free, and this is really indeed home. Eswatini is really ready to welcome you, to welcome the international community to the Kingdom of Eswatini. The slogan for ATB says, where Africa becomes one tourism destination. And the slogan for Eswatini Tourism Board says, a royal experience. So we just want to merge the two slogans and say, do come through and have the royal experience. The COVID pandemic has been a difficult one, as the Minister has said, but what I have seen through the Africa Tourism Board is togetherness, it is learning, it is growth, and it is hope. For me, what we're doing today here gives us a very good sense of hope. And I do believe that working together, we're going to achieve bigger and greater milestones. I also want to thank the leadership of the African Tourism Board, and also in particular thank Jürgen, and also thank the chairperson of the Tourism Board, and also our president and the entire executive of the Africa Tourism Board. We thank you so much for the work that you have done, and we believe that this will take us forward in a very powerful way. I also want to thank the Honorable Minister for the work that he has done. We appreciate his leadership, we appreciate his commitment to tourism. And I know that even as I am speaking now, you have experienced him. He is an astute leader in tourism, and he's a trailblazer and a shaker and a mover in the tourism space. We appreciate the work that he has done. In closing, I just want to thank all the partners and everyone here today for the beautiful event that we have had, and for the partnership, and for also welcoming the ATB to the Kingdom of Eswatini. I salute all of you, my colleagues. I salute all of you, partners and friends of the ATB family, and we really look forward to brighter days ahead. Thank you very much, and welcome once again to the Kingdom of Eswatini. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Linda. And let's do this a little bit different, since this is not really a Q&A. Anyone who wanted to say something or do just, we're going to try this. It may not work. 88 people are still on board, but just unmute yourself and you can make your comment or say something who you are. We just keep it open, but please only one person at a time should speak. Feel free to unmute yourself and start a conversation. Maybe Deepak, he's always good to start this in Nepal.
Thank you, Jürgen, Honorable Minister, Cuthbert, Alan, Geoffrey, Robert. So many good friends I'm seeing there, so many leaders and change makers in our tourism industry. Whenever I think about, the Africa, I always think about like Africa as adding a very, very special chapter in global tourism map, especially in regards of wildlife tourism and ecotourism or nature-based tourism. So that's how I remember Africa. And then I believe there is vast tourism potential in tourism, and to unleash this vast tourism potential, we are ready to join hands together with the friends of Africa, more sustainable and responsible approach. We are ready to come closer with African friends. And on this very special day, the day we are celebrating Africa tourism, on behalf of the Travel and Tourism Fraternity of South Asia, Asia, and Nepal, I would like to extend a very special message of congratulations to Africa Tourism Board, and Eswatini, a very, very special, unique, and beautiful country. Congratulations to you all. We are together with you to make our tourism industry bigger and brighter for the better world ahead. Thank you, Jürgen. Just I wanted to show our solidarity that we are together for tourism. And one thing more, just don't always or only look at the one direction. For example, sometimes we look at only west or north. The time to come ahead to connect with new areas. For example, in many in Asia, many countries are economically with a responsible traveling pattern. They are becoming more richer, nicer. So probably this is the right time to connect with this part of the world also to maximize our benefit and collaborate for the sustainable future in tourism. Thank you, Jürgen.
No, thank you very much. Anyone else who wanted to say something? I see so many familiar faces here from all over the world. Don't be shy now.
Can I introduce myself?
Please.
Yeah, okay, thank you. This is Sadaf Khalid, all the way from Islamabad, Pakistan. I'm the director of the Walnut Travel Tours Consultancy and the CEO of my own summer resort called the Walnut Heights. And also in addition, I'm the global ambassador for tourism for Commonwealth Entrepreneur Club in UK. First of all, I would like to congratulate the African Tourism Board for hosting an excellent webinar and exchange of dialogues to promote African tourism with the rest of the world. I think such initiatives should be taken in our countries so that we can reconnect to the global tourism boards to start our tourism industry after the pandemic situation is more stable. One small suggestion as a tourism expert in working in the hospitality industry for the last 15 years, I would like to suggest that this COVID is a big eye-opener for all the stakeholders, and we all know that the global tourism industry is badly hit. We all need to join hands together to work on a more sustainable tourism, eco-friendly tourism, infrastructure development in our countries. As we all are promoting and reconnecting with natural resorts, and that will be the future to start our tourism industries. We hope to promote African tourism for our Pakistani clientele as well once the international flights are resumed and the WHO guidelines and SOPs for the vaccinated travelers are put in place. We're happy to be connected with such forums and will be collaborating to work and improve and empower the tourism industries of our countries respectively. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your comments. Anyone else?
Yes, thank you, Jürgen.
Ahmad from Senegal.
Hi, I'm Mohammed. Bonjour, how are you?
I'll go after Fazu.
Oh, no, Abigail, after you, I let you speak first. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, my sister.
Thank you, Fazu. Greetings everyone from all over the world. My name is Abigail Olagbaye, ATB ambassador in Nigeria. It's a historic day today for African Tourism Board and for African tourism. We're glad this is a landmark event, and this is an indicator that we have a bright future. We have a big and a huge opportunity, several opportunities ahead of us, and we shouldn't just look at the immediate circumstances, but rather look beyond what's happening around us and look to a bright future. So I want to say congratulations to African Tourism Board, to the Kingdom of Eswatini, and to say a big thank you to Honorable Minister Honorable Moses Vilakati and the entire tourism authorities in the Kingdom of Eswatini. Thank you so much, and I want to appreciate our Executive Chairman, Mr. Cuthbert Nube. Thank you for your inspirational leadership. On behalf of ATB members in Nigeria, and I believe even some of them are here on this call and might also want to say a few words. But we thank you always for always being the leader that you are. Thank you so much, and thank you so much, Jürgen, for all that you do. Thank you all.
Thank you, Abigail. I think Mohammed from Senegal wanted to say something, right?
Muhammad from Senegal. Okay. Congratulations, all of you, and very happy to be part of this meeting. And my thanks goes to our chairman, Monsieur Kudbe, who is working hardly and strongly to unify African tourism. My name is Mohamed Fawzu, ambassador of ATB representing Senegal. What I want to say is today is one of the stronger moments which magnify the will of all the members of ATB to materialize our desire to unify our tourism policy through our culture. And this meeting is a pretext to relaunch post-COVID tourism. And it's a signal also to show that when we are united, we can meet all challenges, and this meeting which brought together all the African people from different points through the Zoom is, to be magnificent. And also it shows the leadership of Istwani to show to us how the relaunching tourism through the festival is something possible. My friend,
I think we have a technical
express
problem.
myself in English, but French is more easier for me because we work on tourism. We have to. Oh, do you hear me?
I think we have some. We heard you very loudly, but now we cannot hear you, Mohammed.
Oh, okay. So as tourism is social integrator and a very powerful lever for unifying and creating add value through the production chain. This is why we must give more priority and more attention to the tourism sector and lead inclusive policy, but also to give importance to the operational transversality, which beyond synergy, and which recommend to work intelligently and together as one line. So if putting on our agenda this intercultural festival, this will be the starting point, to fight and to raise our tourism, in the top level. So once again, je remercie tout le monde. Je suis content de voir le président et Abigail, also Emmanuel, and all these nice people. So happy to be one of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I see that Arvin.
Hello, Mr. Jürgen from
Hi.
Saudi Arabia. Good morning.
Hi, can you just hold it 1 second? We get to you next. We have Naya raising his hand patiently. And Arvin is from Zimbabwe. He runs Vintage Travel. He's our ambassador in Zimbabwe, also for the World Tourism Network. So I want to make sure we give him the microphone. If you can unmute yourself, and thanks for raising your hand.
Good morning, everybody. From Zimbabwe, Africa's paradise. I'm the founder and CEO of Vintage Travel and Vintage Tours, Zimbabwe. I've been in the travel industry from 1982 and recently been honored with the following awards: Chapter Head for International Ecotourism Society from Turkey, Chapter President for International Wedding Destination Council from Italy. I would like to congratulate Mr. Cuthbert Ngube, who's a personal friend of mine, for his hard and honorable work he has put in African Tourism Board. My company is always there to assist African Tourism Board in the best possible manner wherever it is possible and wherever the need is going to arise. I also would like to congratulate the Kingdom of Eswatini for giving an opportunity to African Tourism Board to have a physical presence in their country. Thank you very much. That's all I had to say.
Thank you so much. And we have 3 people raising hand. Maybe the raising hand is easier. So this way, we had first Angela, then we have Raid from Saudi Arabia, Alexander from Montenegro. So let's start with Angela. I don't know, go ahead.
Good morning, each one. Thanks so much for giving me opportunity to say something. I'm ATB ambassador. Can you hear me, please?
I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Can I go ahead?
Yes, please, go ahead. We can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Okay, thank you. I'm ATB ambassador for Portuguese countries in Africa. I'm based in Luanda, Angola. This is a very big opportunity for us Africans to raise up our tourism destinations and to promote it together for each country benefit. Congratulations for ATB and for all involved to make this project workable. Congratulations for Mr. Cabot, who is very, very passionate to make ATB alive. So we are all here together to support the project and to work for the project and to respond to the agenda of AU, which is guiding us to unite Africa till 2063 via the tourism project development. It is clear, and we all know that tourism project development can touch all sectors of our economies in our country. Through tourism, we can develop all sectors of economy. So our sector is very, very important, is a key. Some countries maybe does not see it really as it should be. Our task to make it visible and to make understand all African countries that this is the way to go. This is the way that we have to take action and to move. Thanks each one for the presence and the opportunity again to be together and to work together on behalf of Africa development. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Angela. Let's go to our good friend Raid Habib, joining us from Saudi Arabia. Has been on many of our events here at African Tourism Board Network. Welcome, Raid.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Yergin, for inviting me to this amazing, beautiful meeting. First of all, I would like to congratulate the Kingdom of Swanee for hosting this important meeting for the African tourism. And actually, I would like to congratulate the chairman and the new cabinet elect today. I wish them all the very best. My point I would like to raise here is that with WTN, the great effort you've been putting, you, Dr. Peter, Dr. Talib Rifai, and many others in this amazing platform. You guys are really brave to bring back the industry, to rebuild tourism and aviation and travel. My proposal today is how can we involve more innovation and disruption and distinction in the digital space. Especially, I'm working with a couple of American universities on entrepreneurship to try to organize funding for 100 startups in the tourism domain. As you know, I've been working over 30 years in aviation and tourism. And now also I worked with the Islamic Chamber of Commerce as tourism development and investment for promoting inter-tourism between OIC countries. And I can see now in this African tourism board, you have the same body, and we really should promote to have more innovation in African tourism and using the digital platform. I'm willing to support my company and my teams and my partners in running a global competition in African countries to bring in more innovation on how to rebuild the tourism industry in African countries. If there is an acceptance, I will be very happy to work that program with you, Jürgen, and with all the members in this meeting. Thank you so much and wish you all the best. Good luck. This is Raid, and I am done.
It's a very important point, and we had discussed it already on the sideline, and I agree with you. There's a good opportunity for Africa and for many parts of the world. Let's go to Rudolf Herrmann. Rudolf Herrmann is a German, but he lives in Malaysia. I'm very happy to see you, Rudolf, because he was a little bit sick. I think you had a light heart attack, and you look like you're fresh, you're ready for the beach, and I'm really, really glad to see you. Go ahead, Rudolf. By the way, Rudolf is running our Malaysia chapter for the World Tourism Network. And please unmute yourself, Rudolf, so we can hear you.
Yes, a very good afternoon from Malaysia. I hope you can hear me.
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm very happy to know that the African Tourism Board got a new home. Congratulations for the relaunch of Africa Tourism Board in the heart of the African continent, the Eswatini Kingdom. All the team, with His Excellency, the Minister, Dilakati, and the ATB board led by Alansan and Cuthbert, along with Dr. Talib, Geoffrey, Jürgen, and everyone. It's a new beginning with plenty of challenges. As ambassador of ATB here in Malaysia, I will try to help, and surely all the friends of African Tourism Board, which are in a group, in a LinkedIn group that I have just posted there also, for sure everybody will do the same. Abigail, I would like to let you know, rebuilding travel is one of the WTN, World Tourism Network, is actually the main point what we are working on. And thank you for your comments on that. Deepak, Sada, and all the WTN affiliated friends, it's very nice to see you here today. It's a great relaunch, and it's a very good coming together. Mr. Raid also from Saudi. It's really nice to have you all here. And thank you very much for letting me talk short and give our greetings from Asia, from Malaysia. Hope we work together.
Thank you, Rudolf. Let's go to Omolu Chavo. Go ahead.
Okay.
Omolu? Omolu,
Yeah.
I pronounced your name probably wrong. My apology.
Yes, this is Adewale Omololu from Nigeria. How are you doing today? Yeah, I'm so grateful that I'm part of this tourism today. Congratulations to you, Honorable Minister, and all the members and the board members. I say congratulations to you. I'm so happy that this tourism is being relaunching today. That we Africans, we are just coming up into tourism. I'm working with Agile Express in Nigeria, where we organize, we deal with ticketing. Mostly we do tours to Dubai, Malaysia, Jerusalem, Palestine, and all those areas too. So I'm so happy to be part of it from Nigeria. Congratulations once again. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much. And well, we're getting closer. We are like an hour and 35 minutes in there. But let's see, maybe take a couple or three more comments. Lucky is raising hand. Go ahead, Lucky.
Thank you, Eugene.
I'm from Nepal, and I like to congratulate to ABT for this great program. And I would like to ask or maybe advise WTN that because everywhere the climate change is becoming a threat for the every countries. So now maybe WTM may take action together with all the tourism board or tourism ministry of each country to pay back for the environment rules and regulation. So that would be the great, because every nation has their own, but hasn't been that much effective. So if the World Tourism Network try to do that, and will be more effective, because each country has their own like issues, and travelers should be responsible as well. So that will be the sustainable tourism and responsible tourism. That is my request. And thank you so much for giving this time. Thank you.
Thank you, Lucky. And this is a very good point also, maybe to add to the discussion groups and interest groups we have been doing under WTN. And of course, everyone at African Tourism Board is invited to be part of this as well. We have Alexandra raising her hand. Alexandra is from Montenegro. She's also the consul for Seychelles, I believe, in Montenegro. And she has a new job. She's quite important now in tourism. We're very happy to see this. Actually, she recently attended the UNWTO regional conference in Europe in Athens. Welcome, Alexandra.
Thank you, and greetings to all of you. As Jürgen just said, first of all, I'm honored to be a WTN member, and I'm really great. I really feel great being here with you. I'm also I also became a director general for tourism in the government of Montenegro. So I'm trying to make a change in tourism. I would just like to use the opportunity and greet all of you, congratulate for this initiative, and say that I think we can all learn from African Tourism Board. It is just a great body, and it would be great if all the regions would and could have such as boards to deliver tourism issues on it. I think if you all give just a small contribution, we could make a great change. So just, we should keep on going, and maybe we should discuss further the issues like climate change, which will affect all of us very soon if we don't take actions. So I would really like to point out that this is a topic that we should all be around. And I also liked a lot the initiative of Mr. Habis regarding innovations, because innovations are keys for future tourism. And I just think that we have a lot to do, and we should stick together as we are, and we will succeed definitely. Thank you all, and have a great weekend.
Okay, thank you, Alexandra. Let's take one last from Volcano. Go ahead. Volcano, maybe I pronounced this wrong. You raised your hand.
Oh, sorry. I was talking, forgot to unmute myself. Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
We can hear you now. Yes, go ahead. Thank you.
Lovely, lovely. Thank you. My name is Dr. Wiganya Trust Penyo. I am based in the UK. I am here representing Polar Projects. And I would like to say thank you so much on behalf of Polar Projects. I would like to thank everyone, all protocols observed, of course. And we congratulate the work that everyone is doing, especially the chairman of ATB, Mr. Cuthbert Ngube. Polar Project is a project management consultancy which is dedicated, it's a dedicated service it offers a dedicated service for individuals, companies, and charities. And Polar Project has come up with an initiative which is called African Tourism Showcase. And here, the aim is to return African tourism back to Africa. Our aim is to support the resumption of African tourism after the COVID-19 crisis by showcasing African safaris, hotels, and tour companies. Recently, we've been tackling anti-poaching in Africa. So I serve as the project support manager at Polar Project. So, and the executive director of Polar Project is Mr. Maurice Kusotara, who's today is not here, unfortunately, because he is working. But I would only like to say thank you so much for having us, and thank you for everyone. And I've been following the amazing speeches given by everyone around here. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much for attending, and thank you everyone for attending. I'm amazed we still have 76 people on board live, and I can look here, we have 23,000 altogether joining us on social media and eTurboNews live, and there will be a lot more. I see two more hands, and I don't want to really cut anyone down, but these are going to be the last two. Unless anyone else, I'll give you 5 seconds, okay, and to raise your hand if you want to say anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to go with the two. We have Murat, I think I don't know where you're from, but go ahead, Abdi.
Thank you, sir. I think you can hear me well. I'm Engineer Mursal from Somalia.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, Somalia Association. I'm the president of Somalia Association of Travel and Tourism. And we are really, I'm happy, very happy to be here today. And we want to congratulate each and everyone who is here. And thank you a lot for the African Tourism Board. Thank you.
Thank you, and welcome aboard. And we have now Murat. I think someone else raised a hand, but it's gone.
Lord. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, if there's no one else wanted to say anything, Apollinari, you unmuted yourself. Did something? Apollinari is probably one of our most important people. He is in Tanzania, has been with African Tourism Board from the very beginning. He's also a reporter for my publication for eTurboNews, writes for us every day from East Africa. So let's give you the last word here, Apollinari.
Oh, thank you, JT. Thank you all. And I am very happy to all of you there. I'm happy to our chairman. We will continue working together. And thank you so much for such a wonderful event. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I think we're coming to the end of it. It's 12:40 in the morning here in Hawaii. I think it's 12:40 lunchtime in Eswatini, and looks like everyone is getting hungry over there. So to everyone else, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for joining the African Tourism Board Lounge in Eswatini. We're all very excited to be part of it. And thank you for World Tourism Network members to join in. And thank you everyone who's reading eTurboNews on live stream and social media joining us live. This session will be repeated over the weekend till Monday. So if you missed part of it, it's very easy. Just keep on reading eTurboNews. Go to any of our pages, you will find it. And after this, we will archive this. It'll be archived on the africantourismboard.com page, and will also be archived on livestream.travel. So you can listen to it anytime you want. And we leave the session open also for downloading. So if you wanted to download it, then please go to Vimeo, because Vimeo has the opportunity to download it. It'll be on there, so you can keep it in your own archive, or you cut and paste it and keep what you like. But again, thank you so much, and thank you to Eswatini. Thank you to the Honorable Minister who is still there. I can see him. So this is wonderful. We're really excited to work with everyone, and we work with you in Eswatini. And I give the microphone back to Cuthbert in case there's anything, some last words you wanted to add to it, if that's okay.
Thank you, Jürgen, Program Director. We are still celebrating here at Eswatini. I'm sure the Minister will be going to his homestead, where we are going to slaughter one of the biggest and the fattest cow. So we'll make sure I'll eat meat for the last time, Honorable Minister. Yes, if you are a guest, you are offered, you don't say no. But thank you so much, Jürgen. Thank you so much to the executive and to all our ambassadors, all member states. It's really an honor to be serving under your guidance, and we really appreciate Baba Vilakati, our father here, the Honorable Minister, who will be running this journey side by side and supported by our CEO, Sulinda. And I am glad that the GM of the Hilton Hotel has taken an undertaking to make sure that we have a strategic relationship where, yes, ATB should be able to sign up a memorandum of understanding in the near future, so that then have him as our law. So we just want to say thank you so much for the support you have given us. Now is the time to go back to the basics. Let's prepare, let's run programs, let's implement, and let's get things moving. Thank you so much, Baba Ubilakati. We really appreciate Baba. Thank you very much.
Honorable Minister, everyone else, good night. Good day, I guess. I see good night. Good day to you guys.
Yes.